The 10 priciest wrist watches in the world. Pleased to have you join us for another video. A high-end watch is an essential accessory for any self-respecting man. The vast majority of the watches we will display are priceless collectibles held by the world's elite. The possession of a watch that is priced so costly will undoubtedly differentiate you from all of the other billionaires that are out there in the world. Exactly what components of these wrist watches allow them to cost so much? Basically, there are only three things to consider. 1. Pricey components include precious stones, gold, platinum, meteor rocks, among others. The second is the watch's complexity, which refers to the amount of work that went into making it and the range of functions it can perform. The third consideration is the piece's uniqueness or the degree of its intangible value. The extraordinary histories behind each of the timepieces we'll be showcasing will leave you wondering what it's like to wear a wristwatch made just for the world's wealthiest people. The 8th spot goes to the Hublot Big Bang, which costs $5 million. In contrast to other works, which stood out due to the rarity of their individual parts, this one features only one material, a large quantity of diamonds. However, is there a limit to the number of diamonds that can be used by a single watchmaker? In response, Hublot said, "As many as we can fit in there." They were successful in obtaining 1,280 diamonds, each of which weighed at least 3 carats. It took more than a year of searching and transporting diamonds from all around the world to the company's headquarters, but the effort was well worth it. A well-known jeweler from New York City, with more than 4 decades of experience, was responsible for cutting each and every stone to ensure that they all have the same distinctive cut. The 7th spot goes to the Vacheron Constantine 57-60, the world's most intricate timepiece. It will cost you $8 million. Vacheron Constantine set out to create one of the world's most complex timepieces this time around. When compared to the other timepieces here, this one is a relative newcomer. This timepiece contains 57 complications, each of which is one of the many features that contribute to its impressive 2,800 component count. It boasts a sturdy 18-karat white gold case, and the internal parts are tightly packed. 3 watchmakers worked for over 8 years to design and craft the reference 57-60, which comprises over 2,800 individual parts. A private bidder paid $8 million, even though they had considered asking $5 to $10 million. The 6th watch is a Louis Monet Meteorus watch. The cost to own it is $4.6 million. This is such a unique wristwatch that it could only be made with moon rock. There are only 4 of these watches, and in addition to the exquisite design, each one holds something so rare that the typical person will never have the chance to experience it in their entire lifetime. These 4 timepieces were all designed by Louis Monet and come from their Meteorus collection. The 5th most expensive timepiece is a $24 million Paddock Philippe Henry Graves pocket watch. Once upon a time, it was the priciest pocket watch ever produced. In 1999, it fetched a price tag of $11 million. However, if we take into account inflation, the state of the economy, and its novelty value, this item might easily sell for more than $15 million if resold in today's economy. They were interested in putting that hypothesis to the test. The previous year, it was put up for auction, and it garnered a record-breaking price of $24 million. It was made in 1933 for financier Henry Graves, and the completion process took more than 5 years. It is one of the most intricate pocket watches ever created, with over 24 working parts and being crafted from 18-karat gold. As of late 2013, another watch had surpassed it as the priciest pocket watch ever sold. 4th on the list, the 201-karat Chopard watch, which costs $25 million. The Chopard 201-karat watch, which has 874 rare diamonds, is still among the most costly jewelry watches available today. It was formerly the priciest watch in the world. A staggering $25 million was paid for it when it was finally sold in the year 2000. It was featured on the cover of every high-end magazine at the time. There is no discernible pattern or design formed with the crystals at all. It turned out that this was more than just a publicity gimmick for the corporation, because they were actually successful in selling it. We feel the sale of this watch for such a staggering sum marked the beginning of a new era in ultra-expensive timepieces. However, even after taking everything into account, we must still recognize the value of this creative masterpiece and examine it in further detail to appreciate the level of care that was taken in crafting the greatest jewelry. It has a tiny screen and an abundance of diamond varieties, making it easy to miss even when looking closely. The third most expensive watch is an $18,268,000 Billionaires Watch made by Jacob & Co. This has more of a crown-like feel than a watch-like vibe. You can put your trust in the fact that the Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch is among the world's most opulent timepieces. It is embellished with glittering diamonds, carved in the shape of emeralds, weighing a total of 260 carats. It has a manually made movement with 19 gems and 167 parts. When the manufacturer claimed that this is a billionaire's watch, they weren't kidding. The second most expensive timepiece is a Patek Philippe Reference 1518 that costs $11,136,642. This exceedingly rare Patek Philippe timepiece was sold at auction in the middle of November of 2016. The auction was held by Philippe in cooperation with Vacheron Constantine in Geneva. The price at which it was sold was 11 million Swiss francs, or approximately $11,136,642 US. It's strange why it brought in such a large sum of money. The case is constructed of stainless steel, which is extremely uncommon for Paddock, as practically all of their high-end watches are made of yellow or rose gold. Unlike the other watches on this list, which derive their worth from the number of diamonds or other embellishments, or from their extreme complexity, this one is one of just 4 copies of the original design. You should be able to find a number 1 underneath the serial number on the back of the watch. This indicates that it is the first of the 4 watches. The most expensive watch is the $40 million Graf Diamonds, the Fascination. Graf is the most well-known diamond company, but jewelry manufacturers have the advantage with respect to just putting as many costly jewels and gems as conceivable to a watch. The watch is 152.96 carats of white diamonds and a central beautiful cutstone that is an exceptionally uncommon pear-shaped diamond weighing 38.13 carats and being graded as D flawless. This stone can be detached and worn as a ring. Lawrence Graf, the creator and chairman of Graf Diamonds, describes the Fascination as an exceptional item that has been meticulously made so that it may be worn in a variety of different ways. This adds a hint of mystique to the jewels, according to Lawrence Graf. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, I truly appreciate it. Click the subscribe button down below if you wish to transition from the life you have right now to the life you truly desire.